I'm Carol Pfeifer and I teach science here at St. Robert and Williams School, grades 4, 5, and 6.
And I'm Kathleen Chamberlin. I teach 4th, 5th, and 6th grade math here at St. Robert and William. And we have put together a presentation on a year-long STEM unit that we've done involving our community garden.
For the last 2 years in 4th grade science, I have been working with a company called Veggie, and they bring organic farming to urban schools and suburban schools. Last year I worked with our development coordinator to help write a grant so that we could start a community garden. We were able to obtain that grant and we started the garden last spring. This year, with the implementation of STEM in the middle school, Mrs. Chamberlin and I decided that Veggie with the outside garden would be a great asset to show off and to learn throughout the year. So we began planning probably in November on how we can really incorporate math in with our science and health Veggie project. So we started by learning about different types of organic eating, organic food, organic farming in the classroom with our Veggie and worked through composting. We made compost bins. We worked with using organic soils and using organic fertilizer and worms. They made worm farms to help irrigate the soil. They learned all about farming and they saw firsthand the plants beginning to grow. In the spring, we decided to really focus on math and how we're going to measure the beds that we're going to use outside.
Instead of using standard measurement tools, we decided that we would have the kids use pieces of yarn, and we gave them yarn to measure the entire perimeter of the garden as well as the 4 beds that we have within our garden. We came in and then had to figure out how to actually measure the pieces of yarn to get our perimeter and area of the beds. We then took that information and we had the students graph out the entire area and perimeter of the garden and then place the beds within there. They then had to use what they knew about planting that we learned within the classroom through Veggie to sketch out a layout of the garden before we went to plant. That allowed us to even pull in art into our STEM unit.
You need to decide how you want your garden to go based on what needs more space, what needs shade, what needs sun, what you can reach easier. Do you want to put a tall and then a short? Don't answer that. Think about it. So you are designing your garden, our garden, the way you feel it should be. Once we have all of our gardens designed, we'll talk about them. We'll have a gallery walk where people can look at different gardens, and then we can come up with one major plan for our whole garden. Okay, so our challenge for today is to design our garden based on the plants we have researched and chosen to put. Okay?
We incorporated all of the students' gardens into one master garden layout. And we went outside and planted the plants that they chose to plant. Some of the plants are tomatoes, green beans, carrots, cilantro, and dill, and basil we used for our herb garden. And we also used corn and sunflower seeds so that the students could see how seeds grow as opposed to the smaller plants that we started. We also learned how to water the garden and basically take care of just the everyday needs that a garden needs. The food that we're growing in our garden is used to give to needy people in our community and parishioners of our school and parish, also for our community meal that happens once a month. So the students are also involved in stewardship and giving back to their community.
We look forward to continuing this unit next year with our upcoming fourth graders, and we'll be able to begin the unit next year with the harvesting of what we've planted this year.